Stay on with me as we proceed. Viewers, U.S. Special Envoy Tom Barrack has met the head of the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, Mazloum Abdi, in Erbil in Iraq. The talks come at a tense moment after days of fighting between Syrian government troops and Kurdish forces near Aleppo and along the Euphrates. According to reports, the Syrian army has taken control of the northern city of Tabqa and key dams. Kurdish authorities say the army breached a withdrawal deal and pushed into areas not covered by the agreement. Meanwhile, the U.S. Central Command has urged Syrian government forces to refrain from attacks in the area between Aleppo and the city of Al-Tabqa in Raqqa province. Request Professor to join me back in this with his first comments.
What we have seen is that Ahmad al-Shara, known as Abu Muhammad al-Jolani, is an Islamist, and he has created a lot of trouble for the Christians, for the Shias, that is the Alawites, and for the Druze, and now he is targeting the Kurds. So it is so important for the European countries, for the Americans, for the Arab world and other countries to tell him to stop ill-treating the minorities. If he uses his army, which is largely HTS, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, the same group that broke away from ISIS to target the Christians, the Druze, the Alawites, and the Kurds, he cannot create a beautiful and a productive country. So a country should be judged by the way it treats its minorities. He has poorly treated all those communities, and he has to come out of his mindset of being an Islamist, of advancing Sharia law, of trying to control those communities. He should create a truly democratic country where there is sufficient space for those minorities, whether they are communities, whether they are ethnic groups or religious groups, to live harmoniously with one another. So if he's not going to do that, I believe even the United States and the Europeans will abandon him, and eventually the Arabs themselves will realize he's not the right man to rule Syria.
Professor, if you allow me one final question before I let you go. How do you see the U.S. Role here? Because it's also backing the Syrian government, then it's also meeting with the Kurdish group, both of these sides. Do you see U.S. rightfully in a position to mediate?
Yes, the US is the only country that can effectively mediate, because the United States has removed the sanctions against Syria. United States invited President Trump invited Ahmad al-Shara to the White House. And of course, the United States can lobby other countries and tell them to tell Ahmad Shara to behave himself properly. So I believe that US is the most important partner when it comes to disciplining and moderating the conduct of Ahmad al-Shara.
All right, then thanks very much, Professor, for joining me in this discussion. Moving ahead now, viewers, let's cover some news from